Right, so you signed that in 2015. You understood what it said, right? £25 per week from May 2015.
Yes.
According to you, intuitively, even though you don't have your bank accounts here or any of your business records, you made a profit of £5,000 in that year. When did he pay his first £25?
That summer, early May.
In other words, he wasn't paying regularly.
He did to start off with. That didn't continue, though.
It didn't. No. You went back to Australia in the winter of 2015. How lovely for you. And in May 2016, after having spent the winter in the sun, you got back from Australia and you hadn't been exactly observing closely whether or not you'd been receiving the regular payments, correct?
No, I don't use my English bank account out in Oz, so...
Understand. And I presume you had other things to worry about, like surfing and that sort of thing.
Correct.
Correct?
Yeah.
You got back and what did you discover?
Discovered that no more money had gone in after, I think, about October that year, maybe.
How much money to date has Merlin paid you back?
225.
225 out
yeah.
of £4,262.80, plus the more that you lent him?
Exactly.
Why?
Well, at that point, I had reinvested the money that I maybe should have paid Noah back into buying another slide.
How much was that?
It was around £14,500.
Did you know that he'd spent that money?
Not until it was spent.
Now, you're supposed to pay your brother £25 per week. It's £100 per month. In year one, if you were making roughly £5,000 profit, you could have afforded to pay that sum. Why didn't you?
Well, I felt it was more important to reinvest my money into the business than to pay my brother back.
Prior to this document being written, your brother had said to you, you have to give me the money back when the business is doing well.
Correct.
What did you understand by the words doing well?
Making a large profit.
A large profit?
A big enough profit to be able to easily pay the money back.
That's your defence?
Yes.
The cost of your new slide is 3 times the cost of the original loan that you borrowed from your brother.
Yes, it is.
So you could have afforded to pay him back in total, not even the £25 per week.
Yes, that is correct.
What's wrong with you? I don't understand why you didn't make the basic payments, sir.
Well, after I had bought this slide, I was then in quite a sticky situation where
Why? What happened? Did you use the wrong lubricant for the slide?
Well, actually, there was a few problems with the slide. There was slight holes in the slide when you Velcro them together, so it actually became... Well, it is not a water slide. It's...
What is it?
I don't know, a piece of plastic at the moment.
Your claim today is for the total sum that he owes you back. How much?
£5,052.80.
Now, I've got a contract here for £4,262.80. The rest of the money is made up of what?
The rest of the money was further loans after that. The only evidence of that is my bank statements.
Now, even if I believe that's true, this is the only amount that you've got in writing. That's the first problem. The other problem is that this seems to me to be a business investment, isn't it?
No, I made sure that when I lent him the money originally that it was a loan, not an investment.
There's a profound difference in law between investing in a business and giving somebody a personal loan. And the two of them have got mixed here.
In my eyes and my family's eyes, anybody else who was around us at the time knew it was a loan and not an investment.
Well, let's see what your mum says. Merlin had an idea to set up an inflatable water slide business. Myself and Noah said we would help him out financially. Oh, Mum helped too. How much money did she give you?
It was a few £1,000s.
I don't see my investments as a loan. Ah, that's very helpful. I'm happy to help him out, whereas Noah and Merlin had an informal agreement that when the business was up and running and started making money, he would pay him back. The business was going well to start with. However, Merlin wasn't great with his pricing. A lot of things needed budgeting better, and he didn't understand how to work out his profits either. The business started taking a decline, so every penny Merlin earns, he has to reinvest back into the business, etc. Merlin feels that investing in his business and making it profitable is more important than paying Noah back. True?
Correct.
What's the state of the business now? Is it still up and running?
It is.
Is it making any profit?
Yes. I've only got the one slide at the moment, so...
How much profit did it make last year?
Not very much.
How much?
Maybe £1,000, £2,000, maybe.
Sir, had he got in touch with you and said, I'm not making much profit, I'd like to reduce the sum I pay each month or pay more in lump sums, would you have accepted that variation?
It's hard to know. By 2016, I had come to the end.
Understood. Now, here's the thing. One thing's clear. Whether he can claim against you is one thing. But he's a decent brother. What's this done to your relationship? I'll ask you, please, Noah.
Me and Merlin had a really close relationship up until about a year and a half ago when I came back and put my foot down. It's not only destroying the relationship we have between me and Merlin, but it's causing a lot of stress on our family, and it's basically making our whole family suffer at the moment.
Sorry, Noah.
That help at all?
No, not really.
Don't be stupid. Stay and watch the best Judge Rinder moments. And I'm talking. Understood? Don't be a moron. Subscribe to Judge Rinder YouTube channel. Right now. That's an order.